There is a very famous saying by Stephen Covey that begin with the end in mind. And it's really powerful because any task that you want to start, it's good to begin. But before that, have you done the proper R&D? What is the end goal of doing that particular activity? Now, that same is true if you are about to appear for a counseling session of examinations like IIT or NIT, and you have to choose what is the branch that I should select. Then begin with the end in mind. Now, if you apply this principle, then what is the end goal of going into a BTech program? Is it that you really want to grow yourself into the technical side? Is that your end goal? You want to grow into the management side and then being part of a bigger corporate and bigger roles and responsibilities there? Is that your end goal? Do you want to go and then do a lot of research in the technical side? Do you want to be an entrepreneur and create your own startup? Is this your end goal? Or you want to create your own business? Or you want to be in politics and serve the country? Or you want to be in have a government job and clear examination like IAS and then serve the nation? What is the end goal you want to achieve in your life? Now, many times people will have clarity on this, and then it becomes very easy for them to choose a particular branch or an institute because their end goal is very clear. Begin with the end in mind. So their end is very clear in the mind. So the choice is very clear. But most of the time, students are not clear with this. Most of the time, including me, I was also not clear when I was studying. And that's where it is important to analyze what is the end goal I want to achieve. For example, if somebody wants to grow into the technical side and do a lot of research in the technical domain. Now, one is the wish list, one is the desire that I want to grow in that domain. Other is the practical aspect of it, that how good I am doing at it. Now the question comes how I can validate that I am really good in the technical side. And that's where we need the kind of environment where we can practice, where we can learn, where we can really do the ground level activities to actually validate that do I really carry that technical interest to grow and then do research in the technical domain. And that's where the environment of the institute, where let us say there are various technical clubs which is done beyond the academics, and then there is a lot of focus in various good institutes like IITs on those clubs, and then where the lateral thinking develops and a lot of technical growth happens there. So do I validate my wish and desire to grow into the technical domain by actually doing the things? Second, somebody wants to grow into, let us say, on the management side or on the leadership side. Then again, he needs to validate that whether I am good in the leadership, whether I am good in the management. And then how he will validate? Again, he will need an environment like which is there in the various good IITs and NITs where they can display this leadership, or they can learn the leadership by driving various clubs or various forums and various voluntary organizations, and through that imbibe these qualities. So what was the principle? Begin with the end in mind. Now, in that process, I have to validate whatever my interest is, whether I am really good at it. And that's where this environment, be it in the environment of the sports, be it in the environment of extracurricular activities, that environment actually helps us to validate that interest. And that's where the environment of the institute matters a lot. And if we have to begin with the end in mind, then this end has to be validated with the proper action. Now, just by thinking of my own and then doing some activities that will take time. I mean, moment I think and I actually do those activities, there will be time involved, and that's where whatever is my area of interest, I need to validate that with a proper coach or proper mentor or with the right teacher, so that I get the right opinion about my strength, about my weaknesses, about my improvement areas. And that's where I can validate, okay, it's good to now go in this direction or this chosen area. And then let us now go to the next step of practicing those things in the real life when I go into the actual institute or IIT. So in summary, friends, begin with the end in mind, because once you have the clarity of what you are going to achieve with entering into the IIT or any other engineering institute, then your activities will be focused and you will get the optimum results. Wish you good luck.